Yeah. Another bloody good day ahead of us. We got some great stuff lined up. I'm going to do some poetry for you. How's that? No buggers watching, that don't matter. Nobody ever does. Nobody listens. This one was co-written by myself and some Tory scumbag called Philip Larkin. It's called This Be the Verse. They fuck you up, the Tory cunts. They certainly mean to, and they do. They fill you with their bullshit lies and add austerity just for you. They went to Eton in their turn and donned hunting hats and coats. How they hope those Tory scum and would love to wring 'em by their throats. Tories inflict misery onto man and empty our pantry shelves. We don't need no Tory rule. We can govern our lives ourselves. Thank you.
Yay! Woo!
This one's about my disabilities. I get lots of crap because I have to use a white stick, so this one's about that. I'm not blind, I'm partially sighted. Doesn't mean I'm a benefit scrounger, nor that I'm delighted to get abuse in a scapegoat nation. I spent years paying tax, obviously wasted on your education. UKIP a prayer to you, mate, failing for the shite. You choose not to see, I have better sight. Yes, I occasionally watch videos and perform poetry in pubs. So fuck off with your prejudice and fuck off with your snubs. Fuck off with your snide remarks. I struggle enough as it is without being thrown to sharks. And I've cocked it up. It is very early. I have glaucoma and dry eye and damaged optic nerves, a cataract not worth taking off. So abuse is what I deserve. I lost my career and my driving licence too. So, Mr. I Hate the Disabled, I have to say, fuck you. You're just a fucking mushroom in a dark and fed-on shit. Thick as fuck, you brain-dead fucking prick. Thank you.
Woo!
Pleasantries there off
At least
yourself.
there's no swearing.
There's one I wrote as a song last year after watching a documentary about nuclear testing and all that shit. Catherine wheel birds fry in flight. Black rain falls from Pacific skies. Children melt in nuclear heat. Forgotten faces and melting feet. Well, then Ed Sanders sang, forget not the fight. Like the phoenix we rise in flight. Like the phoenix we rise to fight. There's only one race, the human race. Your hatred's poured out from a demonic face. The face of power, the face of death. The man squeezes out the final breath. Ed Sanders sang, forget not the fight. Like the phoenix we rise in flight. Like the phoenix we rise to fight. People starve to satisfy greed. We criminalise those in need. Drone attacks hit hospitals and schools. Disposable commodities in the hands of fools. Ed Sanders sang, forget not the fight. Like a phoenix we rise in flight. Like a phoenix we rise to fight. Like Pharaoh of old, the keeper of slaves, paranoid and arrogance against our young braves, religion of power from the pit not above, attacks from empire, attacks on a dove. Ed Sanders sang, forget not the fight. Like the phoenix we rise in fight. Like the phoenix we rise in flight. We must not forget, we must not relent, we must stand together, they must repent. For horrors and torments, for wars and hate crimes, for state-sanctioned genocide and feeding us lies. Ed Sanders sang, forget not the fight. Like the phoenix we rise in flight. Like the phoenix we rise in flight. Thank you. Right, you can guess when I wrote this one. As the clock strikes midnight, bringing in 2021, the world celebrates in voiceless song. A few fizzles, a few feet deafen the lands. If we are fortunate, we stay inside, whilst animals in fear find places to hide. Reflections of us, afraid, existential despair. A faceless enemy, a pain we'll share. Reaching out to a virtual hand, relying on idiots without clue or plan. Homicidal maniacs in suits and ties suggest herd immunity, suggest we die. First and foremost, the economy, not safety first, no PPE. How do we survive? Never mind be free when governments despise you and me. How do we stand? How do we overcome? Wear a mask, don't kill your mum. Solidarity in isolation, phone a friend. The state is your enemy. We cannot depend on the bullying them boys with rules that they bend. With lies and rhetoric, trade deals with friends, with incompetent arrogance and news which is fake. We must stand together for everyone's sake. With waves of grief, I feel your despair. I hate to say this, but Happy New Year. Anyway, I don't know if you buggers see Anne's Dross last couple of weeks ago. She did a poem about me. So I've returned the favour. Hope you all know Ange Dross is a lovely person, really, despite what Eagle Spitzer says. So poem, Ode to Ange Dross. Dross, actually. It's not Dross, but Dross is good. You can be forgiven for Man City, Queen, Zeppelin, and other stadium rock. Not however, Ange Pigeon Dross for stealing my headstick sock. I want it back.
She's wearing it.
Yeah, anyway. Anyway, let's have a rundown of what we got for you today, because it's going to be bloody awesome. If I was organised, I was going to write a poem about everybody who was playing, but no, I didn't do that because I'm not organised, obviously. Goes without saying, doesn't it?
Yep.
Well, there you go. So, who's playing today?
Everybody.
Everybody's playing today. So we got starting with some great acoustic punk rock from a young guy, John James Bruce is great. Going into Harrison Rimmer, there's another youngster doing some fucking excellent stuff. And then some real youngsters. I think the youngest one in this outfit's 8. Yay. Called Broken Wires, and they were sent to us by Ange Dross. No, not Ange Dross. It was Jess Silk. There you go. Chris Butler's on.
Yay!
James Bob Bowen. Yep. Red Ken from Ferocious Dog.
Yes.
Captain Hippie Pants Coronavirus Rants. Janine Booth still feeling really poorly after a jab. So hugs. So Dr. Bastard's singing club is going. Singing show is going to be in that for us. Dr. Bastard's singing club. Keith Hudson with his own brand of offensiveness. Joe Solo, one man revolution. Roadkiller, all the way from the United States.
Yes.
Brilliant. Some grindy, punky, noisy shit from her. Awesome. Uptown Portrayer, young punk rocker, young punk poet from up north, somewhere Wales or Scotland or somewhere crazy. Mad Dog Collective, who I just want you know, brilliant. You can hear you have a good time.
This really could be
your last chance to dance. And then we have Hugh Vivian from Amiga Tribe. Yeah, no, that's going to be great. Uptight Rebels Collective from the Philippines. Give those guys some support. Jan Doyle Band, who are like a cross between I don't know. You're going to have to watch it. It's going to be fucking awesome. I expect some class stuff there. Some real good stuff. Yay. Don't look at me all the way from the States. Some straight up in your face punk poetry about punk music will mean something. And finishing with some Luddite bastards. So we've got Captain, no, we've got Dr. Bastard twice there because he's in Luddite. No, yeah, Luddite Bastard. Now I'm waffling like a twat. So I'm going to piss off. Have a great day.
We're last raffle.
No, we've got raffle and banter at the end. And I know one prize we got, and that's sorted today. We have a Chris Butler bundle. So thank you, Chris, again. Anybody else wants to send us raffle prizes or send mates to us to play for us, that'd be awesome. We'll love you forever. And we've got some very sexy new merchandise there, so check our Bandcamp. See you later.